Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today I'm going to be showing you some tricks on how to lower your link building cost or your off-page SEO cost. There's a very common question that I get asked, and this process can be applied to any type of website, whether you are a local business, whether you're an e-commerce store, whether you are an affiliate, any style of website, this will apply. So let's take a look at a couple keywords. So this is just a website in New York that is ranking, I want to say, position 1 for lawyers in New York. Lawyers in New York, right? So what you would essentially want to be doing is finding your competition, right? So Pardilis and Nohovoka lawyers. I've definitely mispronounced that, but that's the website, or that's one of the websites that we're going to be looking at. So what we're going to be doing is, let's say Kajra-law.com is our website, right? It's a non-existent website, but we're going to be using this as an example. Now, what a lot of people would do when they're setting up a new website, or potentially you might already have a website, is they would take a look at these guys that are ranking position 1, and they would say, right, we need 194 referring domains. However, that's not actually the case. There's going to be a lot of backlinks in these guys' backlink profile that will be deemed as noisy links. So first of all, what we're going to be doing is we're going to take a quick, or we're going to do a quick audit of their backlink profile, right? And what we want to do is, right now we are currently looking at 376 backlinks. What we're going to do is we're going to set this to do follow, backlink type in content, and also we're going to do a DR range of anything 20 and above, right? Then we're going to click on show results. So as you can see, we have actually very quickly minimized the amount of links going through to the website. So as you can see here, they've got a couple high DR links, don't get me wrong, but on the grand scheme of things, they don't have that many links to rank for or lawyers in New York, right? So from 376, we've narrowed it down to around 20 links that we should be looking to get. And again, these links we can just do outreach through to and essentially try and get links on these websites. It definitely wouldn't be hard. That being said, one thing that you could also do is, if, say for example, we are Kajra-law, what we would then want to do is go to the link intersect section on Ahrefs. Then what we can do is we can load up a few different websites here and put these all into the link intersect section, and then click on show link opportunities. And what this link intersection does, just so you guys understand as well, is it shows links that our competitors have that we don't, right? So what we would probably want to do is start off with a link intersect of free targets. In some cases, there might not be any sites that have free links that you don't, but again, this shows us a good variety of citation websites, right? So for example, Crunchbase is a good trustworthy link to get your website listed on. Expertise.com is a directory website that essentially has a lot of law firms and bookkeepers and stuff like that. So from a citation point of view, it's definitely a good link to have. Justia, same goes with these guys. They are a law firm directory. I believe these guys are only in the States. I could be wrong in saying that, but again, getting listed on that is not going to be a bad idea. So I would be looking to do a lot of these links, and then once I have a lot of these links, I would then take a look at link intersects of 2. So this is essentially websites that, or sorry, at least 2 of my competitors have a link from this website. So for example here, usnews.com, this is just a guest post website that you could potentially do outreach through to. and get a link from these guys, or it might also be a PR link as well. Yellow Pages as well, it's a directory website. Yahoo, local Yahoo, that's a directory. Let's see if we can find some guest post website. So this looks like a local, this looks like an aggregator website. So one thing I will say about this method is just bear in mind that there are a lot of aggregator websites that you wouldn't want to essentially do outreach through to. So for example, what an aggregator website is, just so you guys understand, is an aggregator website goes and crawls the entire web and just automatically creates content, like it's pretty spammy style links. But for example, lawyer for criminal defense, this is just a guest post website, so you could do outreach through to these. Interested in a guest post, you can then submit your website there and you can get a link from them. Not sure what that is. Let's keep looking at some more websites. Lawyer guide, again, this is like a lawyer directory. Now that you guys understand that, I'm also going to do the same for a different keyword as well. So if we take a look here, let's take a look at best running shoes for men. Right, so let's say if we were an affiliate website, again, very, very similar strategy, right? So we would then put in our own website here. So I'm just going to keep it as casual-law.com, but again, you can swap that out for your own domain. So it might be casual-running-shoes-affiliate-site.com, right? So what we then want to do is grab the first three competitors here. I would recommend not looking at the Telegraph because they aren't like a niched down website, but for example, Outdoor Gear Lab, these guys look like they are just a running shoe or a shoe website, so I would take a look at those guys. Gear Junkie, what about these guys? What do these guys do? These guys are more so gear related. I would take a look at, let's keep looking. Yeah, JD's more so marathonhandbook.com. These guys would be pretty decent to take a look at. So show link opportunities. One thing I can't stress enough is don't just be focusing on the DR of websites. I have seen a lot of low DR, like DR15, DR20 websites outcompete websites such as Telegraph. It just comes down to the quality of the backlinks that you are essentially acquiring for your website. So let's take a look here, right? If we take a look at intersections of free, so we've got 68,000 domains. We're going to probably narrow this down to quite a small, yes, 718. So our competitors do have Wikipedia links, so try and get links on Wikipedia. There are a few vendors that do sell Wikipedia links, so if you guys do want to know, just drop a comment down below and I'll be able to lead you the right way. But let's take a look here. So we've got some Pinterest, we have bodybuilding.com that links through to all of these websites, and again I'm going to assume that this is a guest post website, so you could potentially submit a guest post to those guys and they will get it uploaded. They have Muckrack as well. There's actually quite a lot of websites that link through to all three of our competitors that we should be acquiring. So let's take a look here. Glocktalk.com. I'm gonna guess this is a forum. Yeah, this looks like a forum. So the one thing that is interesting about the website that I just opened up, somebody actually commented this recently on one of my videos and they said, hey Kaz, do blog comments still work? Because it's a link, if you're not doing any form of spammy link building, it can work. There are obviously a lot of link building gigs that are get 6,000 blog comments for $5 or whatever. Those ones probably won't work, but it's natural for a website to get a link from a forum. especially, say for example, the reason why some of these websites might have a link from Glock Talk, right, is Glock Talk, obviously you might have, for example, you might have shooting shoes or hunting shoes, and some of these guys would have potentially reviewed a hunting shoe on their website. So that's why they might be linking through to some of the websites. So some people at face value would look at Glock Talk and think, well, that's got nothing to do with running shoes or outdoor shoes. And it's like, well, it kind of does, because for example, the page here, best way to stretch my hamstrings, and then it's linking to marathon handbook, right? I would say that that's pretty relevant, because the marathon handbook, if you're going to run a marathon, you're probably going to want to stretch your hamstrings. So when it comes to like relevance and stuff like that, I don't very much look at relevancy. I try, because there's always an angle that you can obviously find, for example, that Glock Talk website. But let's keep digging. So this looks like another, what is this? Actually, this is just a website talking about bikes. So again, it's just linking through to one of those websites. And we'll take a look at a couple other websites here. So the Savvy Globe Trotter, this is a travel website, and it's linking through to these websites. So again, one of the shoes might be to do with the best shoes for traveling or whatever. So it's linking through to it. Investing guide. This might be a PVN, I'm not sure. This is an aggregator website, so I would ignore that. Try to ignore aggregator websites if you do come across them, because there will be in some industries a lot of aggregator websites. But what we're looking for is essentially websites that is linking to all of our competitors. There is some form of traffic and a little bit of DR and stuff like that, and those are the links that we would want to be doing outreach through to. And again, if you don't want to be doing this manually yourself, make sure to check out searcheroo.com. Searcheroo.com, full disclosure, it is my link building agency. We will do the manual work for you if you don't have the time to do this, because I know some people would rather get this outsourced, and they might want to prefer to essentially focus more so on the content side of stuff. So that has been my video on the link gap and eliminating noise. A few things just to touch on before I actually end off is, don't just look at DR of websites and think, oh, position 1's DR 68 and I'm only DR 15. I'm never going to rank for that, because that's not actually the case. If your content is great, if your backlinks are great, you're going to have a really good fighting chance against those guys. And then also, if you are looking at your competitors and you're seeing these guys have 718 links that I don't, bear in mind there are still going to be a lot of noise within that backlink profile. So this whole process is to essentially eliminate the noise, trying to figure out which links are actually pushing the needle. As you saw very quickly, there were a lot of aggregator links that we're probably not going to acquire because they're zero value links. But just bear that in mind when you are doing any form of link building, or if you're going against the mega competitor like a Telegraph or a Daily Mail. Don't be scared, because 9 times out of 10 with good SEO, with good content, with good link building, you will be able to beat them out. So that's been my video on the link gap and eliminating endless cost, to say, when it comes to link building and off-page SEO. If you guys do have any questions, feel free to drop them down in the comment section. And if you guys want a free 15-minute strategy call, make sure to check out casualdash.com. Thanks.